Hello and welcome back to the Reapers. So today we're in our A-10A and looking at the autopilot. Now the autopilot in this is incredibly simple, but like a lot of things in FC3 it's not very well explained, and so it can cause a lot of confusion, including myself. Now I couldn't actually work out how to use this autopilot until I learnt the A-10C, where it's explained much better. So now I understand how to use it. Let's get on with it. So let's first look at the controls. Hardly any controls involved. And now I don't know why, but it's called LAAP. So we're going to search for LAAP. We've got the engage disengage, which is A, path hold, which is left alt and A. This allows us to hold a certain pitch. That's probably the best way of explaining that. So we can point our nose up in the air and hold that path. Altitude and heading. This will keep the plane level on a heading and at a set altitude, and this will keep it at a set altitude and a bank, so it'll keep it in a circle basically if you want to hold a circle. So let's go and try those modes out. Now everything has to be done in a certain order for it to work, and it's not particularly self-explanatory. So first of all, what we have to do is select our mode before we turn it on, off or on. So the first thing we're going to do is the heading, the altitude and heading hold. So if I want to hold a heading of whatever we're at now, 045, then what I'm going to do is just trim out there. I'm going to press left alt and 2 for that option, press A, and on it comes, and you can see that we've got altitude and heading set there, and it's going to do exactly what it says. It's keeping the altitude perfectly level, and it's keeping us on that heading until I can go and get a cup of tea or whatnot. Now if we disengage that, now it has to be, the plane has to be within certain parameters for that autopilot to work. So if it were, for instance, pitched up like this, 10 degrees, and then we try to put the autopilot on, it doesn't work. It no longer works because we are outside of the parameters of the autopilot. I believe it's 3 or 5 degrees, I can't remember what, and no roll. So we're going to get no roll, put it right on the horizon, this path vector there I'm talking about, and press A again, and all of a sudden it works again. So that's that, okay? Next we're going to look at altitude and bank. So we're going to turn autopilot off. We're going to turn our toggle on now. So left alt and 3 for altitude and bank. That's selected now. Now we want to put it in a bank. So we're going to bank like that. A little bit of back stick, hold. And now we're going to press A. And on it comes, altitude hold with a bank. So with no heading hold basically. And it's going to keep flying around in circles of that. And you can do that around an enemy. If you found an enemy, you can just leave it on autopilot like that, circling the enemy until you get bored or run out of fuel. So that's that. Turn it off. Now again, you need to be within certain parameters. So if I'm going to stick my nose up in the air again or something like that, press A, it doesn't work anymore. It's out of parameters. So all you have to be is banked either left or right, and have your path vector on the horizon like that. And lastly, we've got path hold. You can probably guess how this works now. So Alt 1 selects path hold. I'm going to put my nose way up here. 10 degrees, I'm going to press A, and now we've got path hold, so it's going to hold this pitch of 10 degrees or thereabouts and keep increasing altitude, and that's that. It doesn't control your speed, it just controls probably your trim, I imagine, is what it controls. That's that. Press A to disengage. So the things to remember there, you have to be within autopilot parameters to turn the autopilot on. You have to select your selection first, 1, 2 or 3, before you're turning your autopilot on. If you've got all of that done, then press A for the autopilot, it will come on and it will work. That's all I've got to say about that. I hope it helps, and I'll see you later.